well, it's dead. Yeah, the 7970 has died. Can't imagine it, but it has happened. Fuck. Well, so yep. So I was using an HD 7970 as my graphics card, and it exploded. As simple as that. That kind of things that you see on the internet of people that their graphics card simply stopped working. This happened to me. I can't imagine. Well, it's dead. It's long dead. And now I am poor. Because I had to buy a new graphics card and I bought the 1070. Yep. The GTX 1070. I was planning to buy this 1 year from now. But due to the circumstances, I had to buy it now. Which means I am right now poor and I don't have money. But I have one of the most powerful GPUs in the market right now. And you are taking a look at that. This is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt at 1080p using this graphics card. And I am running the Hairworks thing only on the bird due to mods, because I simply think the bird looks better and the hair with Hairworks looks very bad, so I am only using the bird as with Hairworks. And yep, you are seeing that it's running completely good at 60 frames per second constantly, and it's insane. Whoa, I don't know. It's completely unreal. I think I may have been a bit too far with this, because maybe with the 1060 I would do the trick, but holy shit. Look at that. You can see the settings that I'm using. Everything at maximum. Everything. It's all at maximum.
Run, Roach.
And it was fantastic. Oh. It looked fantastic. Look at that. Impressive. It's very impressive. If you don't know what GPU to buy and you have the money, I can't believe it. Look at that. It's at 60 with Hairworks at maximum, everything at maximum. The Witcher, which is one of the most complex graphics games ever made. And incredible. I have to say though that The Witcher 3 is very, very good optimized. That's it. Witcher 3 is very good optimized, and it works very good on most PCs if you configure the settings. But look at that. Wow, it's impressive. Okay, and here I will change the settings and I will be running the game at an incredible 1440p. Because I said, well, if this can handle 1080p at 60 frames per second without VSync, it goes at over 80 or 90 frames per second, I might be able to play this at 1440p, and this is the result. So yes, as you can see, it goes incredibly good. This is 1440p recording. I'm recording with the GeForce thingy, Shadow Play I think it's called. And look at this shit. Look at 47, 50 at 50 at ultra settings. Modded The Witcher with Hairworks. It's insane. It's completely insane. Look at that. So yeah, this is me playing simply with the swords, doing stupid stuff, and yeah, insane. I mean, I have a 1080p monitor, and I think it is a bit too much. It's a bit too much. It's not needed that much power right now. But maybe in the future. Yep. Here I'm testing the sharpening effects. And on 1080p the sharpening was really odd, and it's not that bad. If you put it at maximum or medium, it doesn't look that bad. It looks a bit more sharper. But since it's 1440p and it's completely incredibly good looking, it doesn't need any sharpening or anti-aliasing or anything. It looks fantastic. Okay, next game to test. Okay, so this is Shadows of Mordor at 1440p also, and as you can see, it goes 70-80 frames per second. Yep, that's a beast of a GPU. Okay, so then I decided, well, let's try something that maybe will make this graphics card sweat a little bit. And I thought of a game that's called Grand Theft Auto 5, because it has some of the most absurd settings that you can enable. For example, high resolution shadows, long shadows, MSIA plus 8 times, I am running at 4 with TXAA. Everything at maximum, as you can see here. Everything is at maximum settings, having occlusion, everything, including Nvidia shadows. And also look at that, high resolution shadows and everything. And now I will run the benchmark. And you will see that even running this game at 1440p, this is playable. I can play a game like that. I mean, this is a beast of a graphics card. I am making this video because of those of you who say, well, I have the money to buy a 1070, but I don't know if it will be worth it. And you will see that if you are in my situation, if you have a 1080p monitor and you really like dynamic super resolution and all of this shit, you will love this. Look at that. Okay, and you may say, well, Grand Theft Auto 5 is an old game. Let's see what happens with a newer game. A game that's much newer. For example, this. Here we are looking at Watch Dogs 2 at not maximum settings, but pretty close. I mean ultra, but there are some settings that you can tweak that lets you water that lets you experience the game at maximum settings. For example, scaling distance, higher. The same as with Grand Theft Auto 5, there is that setting that lets you render much farther away distances. There is the same with Watch Dogs 2, so I disabled this, and as you can see, the game runs at 60 frames per second. No secrets. You can see this is the settings I'm using. Now I am turning this at maximum, and frame rate drops. Yes, at 40 or something. Playable. Yes, this is how I was playing The Witcher, at 40 frames per second all the time. That's how it worked before with my HD 7970. And so if I disable this, it then goes better. Then as you can see, we have temporal filtering, which is something that makes the game look worse. Because I found on the internet that maybe it has some problems with Nvidia. I tweaked some settings and I think I made everything worse, so I have disabled this for now. But MSI is completely a waste of performance. It goes horrible and it doesn't look that great. So it's better to use simply SMAA. It looks good enough for me, and disabling things, enabling SMAA, it looks good and it works perfect. As you can see, 50 frames per second or something. The only problem that I found with Watch Dogs 2 is that performance while driving is quite bad. You can see I will disable VSync now, then you will see the maximum settings. The maximum frame rate, I'm sorry, the maximum frame rate, you'll see now. 50, 60, something, over 60, yeah, sometimes it drops below it. And now you'll see while driving, this game has some weird stuttering, and I don't know why. I think it might be because of my RAM memory, because I am running 8 gigs. And maybe this game is more RAM hungry and wants 16, but it's odd. It only happens when I run and I go look at that. Here it happened, and look at that, more frame drops. Odd. It's odd. It's very odd. I have no idea why that happens. But well, it runs smoothly when you are walking. And now I will electrocute people, I think. Just for fun. And yeah, I really think that Watch Dogs is the kind of game that Nvidia uses to promote the latest technologies. For example, the shadows, because there are type of shadows that are different, HBAO is different, and the water and everything. It's the benchmark game-ish thing-ish. It's not. It's a game, yes. It's fun to play. It's a game. And there was a huge frames per second drop there.
What is your emergency?
And
Christ, someone's shooting up the
yeah.
place.
But it's the type of game that it used to sell graphics cards. That's what I want to mean. Okay, and last but not least, can it play games at 4K? The answer is yes, but no. Here we are looking at Dark Souls 3. And as you will see, it runs at 50, 60 frames per second, but that's not 4K. It's close to 4K, but it's not 4K. It's something around 2800p, something. It's not 4K, but it's very close. And it runs very good and looks fantastic and all what you want. The only game that I've been able to play at 4K that it's impressive visually, it's Dota 2. That's the only game that I've been able to play at 4K at 60 frames per second or more. And the other games that I tried, it didn't happen. If I tried to run this game at 4K, Dark Souls 3, it would run at 40 frames per second, and that's not good enough. But as you can see, with these kind of settings close to 4K, but not 4K, the game runs very good. Now, the thing is that this game is very hard. You need quite decent frames per second to win this. And yeah. That's it. That's the video. Buy a 1070 if you have the money and you want unlimited power. That's it. Thank you much for watching. And I will see you soon someday. Bye.